The Wonderland delivery service. Pop! They landed back in Wonderland with a flutter of snow that instantly turned into brightly colored confetti. Alice looked at the Mad Hatter, who was humming a slightly backwards Christmas carol. Well, that was certainly an adventure, she declared. The White Rabbit frantically checked his watch. Oh, my paws. My paws. We're back, and I still don't know the time. This is precisely why we need a proper delivery schedule, Alice. Santa has one, you know. The Hatter's eyes, wide as saucers, suddenly sparkled. A schedule. And deliveries. Why, we can have a topsy-turvy delivery. Today, I shall deliver an hour to the Dormouse, and a perfectly toasted crumpet to the Queen of Hearts. He strapped a massive, empty birdcage to his back. My new sleigh, he announced. We shall fly. Not with reindeer, oh no, but with 5 bewildered flamingos and a highly confused caterpillar. Alice helped steady the wobbly contraption. Hatter, you don't need a sleigh to deliver things here. You just walk, and surely the Queen doesn't want a toasted crumpet. She prefers them entirely uncooked. Nonsense, Alice, cried the Hatter. Santa has a list. I must have a list. A list of things that need delivering, and places they absolutely must not go. He pulled out a scroll as long as his leg. The White Rabbit pointed an anxious finger at the scroll. Your first delivery is a very urgent delay for the Mock Turtle. And your second is a basket of self-ironing socks for a tree. Precisely, roared the Hatter. This is Wonderland delivery. It must be completely illogical. Come, Rabbit, you shall be my chief of untimeliness. Alice watched them trudge off, the White Rabbit reluctantly holding one end of the absurdly long list. The Hatter was singing louder than ever. Perhaps, she mused, some adventures are better left entirely uncopied. But then she saw the bright red flash of the unbirthday wrench she still held. It fit perfectly in her hand. Still, Alice smiled, it's good to be prepared for the next time something wobbles. The Hatter and the Rabbit finally arrived at the home of Cuthbert, the great Grumblegator, a small, tidy house made entirely of very cross-looking badger sets. Right, declared the Hatter. Delivery number 1. A very urgent delay for Mr. Cuthbert. Rabbit, present the delay. The front door opened with a creak, and a large, solemn creature with a monocle and a pocket full of forms peered out. It was Cuthbert. A delay, you say? Precisely how urgent is this lack of punctuality? The Hatter threw his hands up. It's so urgent it's already over. The delay was that you waited for us. Now sign here for the absolute absence of timely untimeliness. Cuthbert adjusted his monocle. Very well. But I must log a complaint about the poor state of your delivery vehicle. He pointed a formal finger at the wobbly bird cage. Back in the forest, Alice heard a distant, high-pitched squawk, followed by a low, rumbling bellow. Oh dear, she sighed, checking the unbirthday wrench. It seems the delivery is wobbling already. She followed the sound and found the Hatter and the Rabbit trying to tie the enormous birdcage down with the long scroll, which had suddenly unrolled itself and was trying to run away. It's the list, cried the Rabbit. It's trying to cross off a basket of self-ironing socks on its own. It needs a good wobble stop. Alice stepped forward. Hold still, you silly scroll. She tapped the runaway parchment with the unbirthday wrench, and instantly the scroll calmed, becoming perfectly flat and very cross. Cuthbert adjusted his monocle. That wrench, miss, has solved a critical logistical error. I shall be noting it on Form 7A, Emergency Tool Time Stabilization. The Hatter bowed deeply to the wrench. It is clearly the chief of everything. A far better appointment than the ball of perpetually tangled yarn I was considering. The White Rabbit shuddered. The yarn has excellent credentials for untimeliness, sir, but it tends to unravel crucial paperwork at midnight. We must listen to the chief of everything. The Hatter clapped his hands. A new plan. Alice, Your wrench will deliver the perfectly toasted crumpet to the queen. It knows about wobbles, so it must know about perfect toastiness. Alice tied a perfectly uncooked crumpet to the wrench. Well, if we're going to deliver the opposite of what is requested, we might as well do it with style. And a wobble-stopping tool. The three friends set off, the Hatter singing a song about crumpets, confetti, and wrenches with plans, ready for their next highly logical, completely illogical Wonderland delivery adventure.